Taking learning and living outdoors more. One pathway to success that I've envisioned is 100 for Earth. Hi, I'm Laura McGahey, founder and leader of 100 for Earth Family and School Initiative. And I would love to share with you what taking learning and living outdoors more is all about. Together, one mindful moment in the outdoors at a time, we can bridge the gap between disconnected citizens and active connected carers of Earth. And that's the overall goal of taking learning and living outdoors more, is to bridge that gap. This is an outline of the Taking Learning and Living Outdoors More presentation. If it captures your interest, then that's fantastic. If while I'm presenting some of this material, something sparks your mind and you think of someone who might benefit or who might be interested, please don't hesitate to share this presentation. What's in this presentation? Marry Nature's mission, meet the founder, myself, learning engagements, why, the urgency for change, what for personal wellness benefits, how a relationship with Earth develops, and a possible pathway to integration 100 for Earth. Let's begin our mission. So hi, again, I have this vision of Marry Nature because I realized through my own personal journey of being outdoors more that my personal human nature improved. I significantly benefited from being outdoors more. And I also noticed how I had this natural inclination to want to take care of my community and actually publish a couple books about this topic, learn about our connection with Earth more and more. So it's really put me on a path of more curiosity and more discoveries, and I can't help but share what I have come up with in my experience and my teaching. So Marry Nature promotes a harmonious relationship with Earth by empowering educators, carers, and children alike to connect with nature's nourishing and restorative power in regular, mindful ways for a better tomorrow. The revelation of new understandings and intentionality through the content I offer fosters both enhanced personal well-being and earth-friendly habits, and when adults transmit them to children in their care, the benefits extend to this young generation. Taking living and learning outdoors more puts the responsibility on each individual to nurture young minds in growing earth-friendly and sustainable ways of thinking. So these presentations are intended for adults, but to use in connection with children, so in a school setting or in a family setting. 4 core principles of Marry Nature include simplicity, non-harming, meaningful, and fulfilling. I have 15 years experience advocating for conscious communication, 10 years as an active messenger for peace, 8 years of promoting outdoors living, and 2 years actively teaching mindset, new lifestyle, and harmonious living. I'm a certified teacher and a certified mentor, and I, among other things, but my passion really is helping people transform their mindsets and evolve their thinking so that it meets the demands of today and also to elevate their own living experience. So we can do this as adults and it will naturally have a great impact on the children in our care. The learning experience number 1 in this presentation is why change is urgent. So we have a mental health crisis and a climate crisis. And a crisis can be defined as a time of intense difficulty or danger, the turning point of a situation when an important change takes place, indicating either restoration and aliveness or detriment and death, or a situation that has reached a critical phase. So we have that with both of these. Both of these situations have reached a critical phase and they need our attention. And the beautiful thing is, with what I'm sharing here, can help. So the material I'm presenting here can really benefit both of these crises. And it's urgent. The World Health Organization and UNICEF both say that an estimated 1 in 7 children is affected by mental health conditions such as anxiety, hopelessness, isolation, sadness, and lack of confidence. And at the same time, the United Nations Environment Program, Making Peace with Nature, says that the deteriorating state of the planet threatens the achievement of health and well-being for all. So of course we want to think about the liveliness of our planet itself, but we can't help but think about our human existence and our human wellness in that. So to highlight the importance of taking care of Earth so that, of course, other species are taken care of, but our own as well. Learning experience number 2 allows us to understand better how learning and living outdoors more can enhance our personal wellness. So human physical and mental health, productivity, and well-being continue to rely on our connections to nature. Stephen R. Kellert. So it's a fundamental truth, and it has been so for centuries, that humans benefit from time in natural settings. The United Nations Environment Program states that a system-wide transformation, educational and family systems can achieve well-being for all within the Earth's capacity to support life, provide resources, absorb waste. So if we begin to transform in school settings and family settings how we think about the natural world and how we think about our place within it, I see this as a transformation that needs to take place to support all life. Richard Louv, an expert on nature and human wellness, direct exposure to nature is fundamental for children's holistic well-being, fostering essential physiological and psychological development that is increasingly compromised by a modern, nature-deficient lifestyle. So we don't need to go into that. We all know what he means there. But suffice it to say, the research is there. We know it's important, and we know being outdoors benefits human wellness. Certainly the children in our care. Here are a few ways in which personal wellness is enhanced. To put it a bit more concretely, physiological benefits include increased physical activity, improved sensory development, reduction in nearsightedness, and boosts the immune system. Psychological benefits include reduced stress and anxiety, enhanced creativity and imagination, improved attention and cognitive function, increased sense of wonder and connection. So it becomes a no-brainer almost to have the desire, either as a school leader or a classroom leader or a family leader or a care center leader, to want to offer more time outdoors to children in your care, because the benefits are so extensive and so great. Further in this presentation, I help you understand how an earth-friendly relationship develops. It's time to evaluate and reset our relationship with nature. And this is from Antonio Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General. So it's very clear that our systemic practices and ways of thinking, whether it be in schools, care settings, or family settings, where we need to really rethink our relationship with the natural world so that we can live healthier, of course, enhance the wellness of Earth. Our shared home. Okay, this research comes from the United Nations Education Program. So Earth-friendly relationships are essential. 3 ways I'll outline here. Follow with me along. Connecting with your local environment regularly allows you to develop a connection with those spaces you frequent. You can imagine how this would also apply in your school setting, care setting, family setting, with the local spaces that are available to you or the outdoor spaces in your playground, and how the children would benefit at the same time. So I'm saying you, but really we mean we're all the same. And since we're all human here listening, we all have the same necessities insofar as connecting with nature, and we all have the same potential to develop this relationship with the natural world. 2, with consistent attention on the natural spaces nearest to you, you gain deeper understandings of their value. 3, understanding the natural world's value and putting it at the heart of your decision-making contributes to systemic transformation that currently divides human and Earth. My ideas are really simple, very mindful, and it's different from forest school, which is fantastic, and it's different from taking a lesson outdoors. It's really more basic than that. And to see that we can develop relationships with Earth in a really mindful way and really simple ways that will help us shift our values and transform the systems in which we live and work. The pathway to integration that I'm offering to help build this bridge is 100 for Earth, and you can be part of the solution. This is the beautiful thing. I want this to be accessible. 100 mindful moments in the open air throughout a school year. based on my teaching experience, I realized that, us teachers, we have a lot on our plates, a lot of demands, and that taking a whole lesson outdoors, if that's not your regular practice, is a really difficult and big step. So what I've tried to do with 100 for Earth is really break it down to a simpler component, which is mindful moments in the open air and at transition periods. So even this initiative, 100 for Earth, is a bridge in itself to get the children outdoors more in a regular way, to help develop those earth-friendly habits of thinking and sustainable habits for the future. So here we have the impact cycle. So everything begins with our thoughts. Our thoughts create our reality. And what happens is our thoughts, we internalize them and we let them feed an emotion and we get emotionally attached. And those are through the thoughts and the feelings that we're experiencing internally, those become our words. And we move on down here to actions. And the words we speak become our actions, and our actions produce our results. So what we're trying to do with 100 for Earth and taking living and learning outdoors more is to help realize that every little drop in the bucket for a positive thought and being, personally responsible for your bout of contributing good to the world with your little learners in an active and participatory way matter. Every drop matters because there's a ripple effect. So as you, for example, if you're the leader in your school and you begin to embrace this, not only do you help the students can care, but other teachers might be like, what's that person doing? And, want to inquire and participate as well. So every action counts and contributes to good. Allow me to explain briefly here 100 for Earth, and this is but an overview. So 100 for Earth, again, is an initiative for schools and families and care centers to implement in their situations, in their environments. And of course, it could look different for each of you. But the overall premise is to counter the mental health crisis, combat the crisis by giving children in your care opportunities to self-regulate and learn calming practices connected with nature. Brilliant. 2, choose climate crisis solutions. So by investing time now for the future, by consciously choosing and demonstrating earth-friendly thoughts, language, and actions, you install this desire, you install these little seeds in the minds of the children in your care that they also can do the same with their thoughts, their language, and their actions. And to create earth stewards. So in starting now with earth-friendly ways of being and living and learning, this creates healthier tomorrows within the context of the school and or the family life. And of course, it carries forwards into their futures, installing these patterns in their minds, in their hearts, and their souls of wanting to be and needing to be actually in natural settings more and caring for Earth. Invest time now to create better tomorrows by intentionally choosing and demonstrating earth-friendly thoughts, language, and actions. I love that. Are you with me? Are you in? So just imagine the earth stewards we would have in 2050. So in 25 years from now, as I prepare this presentation, it's 2025. So imagine 25 years from now, the little ones in your care. You have 1 year in operation, you have 100 mindful moments, 100 on repeat, 100% enhanced quality of life, 24 learners per class, let's say, times 100 is 2,400 moments of inspiration, being 100% committed and 100 for Earth. Love that. So just think of the impact of one adult's decision to participate, the cumulative effect, and the overall ripple effect that this could have. Imagine with me how great it could be. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for listening to the end. Local action for a global impact. Every drop in the bucket matters. It all makes a splash and makes a ripple and sends out good vibes. Learning experience number 1 awaits your attention to dig in a little deeper about the state of urgency. Why we need to implement this now. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.